At exactly 7:38 p.m., Silverstone Estates went dark. Not one house, not one street. All 80 luxury smart villas lost power at the same moment. Lights blinked and vanished. Thermostats froze. Wine coolers died mid-hum. Smart ovens screamed their final alerts before falling silent. The neighborhood, built on convenience and control, was swallowed by darkness. Panic spread fast. Phone screens glowed like dying stars. Children cried. Someone shouted that their Tesla wasn't charging. Motorized gates stopped halfway open, turning the exclusive community into an unguarded maze. The HOA clubhouse, once a symbol of authority, stood dark and helpless. Just beyond the fence, my ranch remained calm. I lit a kerosene lantern and listened as my diesel generator purred to life. Warm light filled my cabin. I poured a glass of bourbon, steady and unhurried. I had seen this coming. My name is Logan Price. I'm a former electrical engineer and the caretaker of my grandfather's ranch. Land he bought in 1965 when this place was nothing but fields. What the residents never cared to learn was that my property sat on a critical electrical junction. Decades ago, an easement allowed power lines to pass through my land. It worked flawlessly for years, until the HOA noticed me. Sandra Whitmore, the HOA president, accused me of unauthorized electrical tampering after I installed solar panels and a battery system on my ranch. She claimed my setup ruined the neighborhood's aesthetics. She fined me daily and handed me a cease and desist letter filled with impressive-sounding nonsense about magnetic imbalance. I tried to explain that my system wasn't just powering my ranch. Because of neglected infrastructure and a lapsed service agreement, my setup was stabilizing the entire neighborhood. Without it, their grid was fragile. She didn't listen. Instead, they had my power cut, violating their own easement. Sandra even took a selfie in front of my dark house. I sent one polite warning email advising them to secure backup power. She replied with a thumbs-up emoji. Then came the heat wave. Temperatures soared. Air conditioners ran nonstop. Demand spiked. Without my system balancing the load, the main transformer overheated and exploded. The blast echoed across the lake. Every smart device in the neighborhood died instantly. Gates failed. Pools shut down. Security vanished. My phone rang nonstop. The next morning, Sandra stood at my door, exhausted and desperate. The utility company confirmed the damage would cost hundreds of thousands. I offered help, but on my terms. Written apologies, legal agreements, full acknowledgement of my land's importance. They agreed. I restored power slowly, one section at a time. The clubhouse first, Sandra's house last. Now every month they pay me to keep their lights on. And every morning I sip my coffee under glowing solar panels, knowing the strongest power isn't authority, it's being indispensable.